Hi, I'm Angella Sharp, and welcome to the Daily Mix, and welcome to my birthday week. Okay, yes, I have a birthday week, and my birthday week is usually the most fun for everyone, not just me. Of course, there's Thanksgiving and my birthday, awesome things. There's also usually Guns N' Hoses, which I MC, which has been postponed. And there's also the oldest rivalry west of the Mississippi, the annual Turkey Day game. That's when Webster Groves takes on Kirkwood in a football match. Well, on the 13th, that got canceled as well. You can see I love my Turkey Day. I love hanging out there. Of course, it was also canceled. And I'm really bummed out about this, especially for the seniors. So I used to cover the football game on the sidelines, but more importantly than that, I went to Webster. So I'm a Webster grad, right? So I know how important that game is to all the seniors in the school, but really the football players, the cheerleaders, the dancers, everybody who actually gets to participate in like all the pep rallies and stuff, that's a big deal. And so to miss that on your senior year, that it was really much of a downer. But they're gonna try to do some of the things. They're gonna do a virtual pep rally, and they're gonna still participate in the Tacky Day, where you dress up in that ugly red and white, and they're still gonna participate in their Spirit Day. Both teams are, I just, always favor Webster. This weekend, I got to go check out the Polar Express at Union Station, and it was a blast. I took my niece and my nephew. If that's not the most 2020 photo, I don't know what is. You're socially distant from Santa. You all are wearing masks. Are you happy? Are you sad? No one knows. But they had a great time. I'm actually gonna tell you more about that next week. In fact, next week is going to be a Christmas spectacular. We're gonna tell you all sorts of fun Christmas and holiday themed things you can do with your family, especially if you have little kids. You want to make sure that they're having a good time, even though the rest of us are pretty miserable during this time. You want to try to make them as happy and safe as you can. So we're going to have all of that for you next week. And a little bit later on in the show, I'm gonna have Stacey Goltermann with me. She is with the Scout Guide. She's gonna tell us everything you need to know about how you can follow the Scout Guide. And basically what it does is it tells you about these smaller businesses here in St. Louis. And in a pandemic, they definitely need your support. So we're gonna check that out a little bit later. So let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Can you believe this week is already Thanksgiving? I'm excited about it. Now, of course, things are looking a little bit different this year. We're all asked to be keeping our gatherings kind of small, but you can still see your whole crew on Zoom. And you can visit virtually all day if you want. Zoom is actually going to be lifting the 40-minute limit on all meetings across the world the entire Thanksgiving day. I really hope this works out. I hope the whole thing doesn't crash, because I can imagine if everybody gets on Zoom to see their extended family, it may or might not crash. This actually be my first time trying Zoom on Thanksgiving, so I'll let you know how that goes next week. Now, chances are you'll be spending most of the day inside because there's really not much to do otherwise. So why not cozy up by the fire and enjoy the day? If you're in the city of St. Louis, you can enjoy that fire even more with some free firewood. All winter long, the city is offering free firewood to its residents. The wood comes from the removal of dead and damaged trees and varies in size and species. It's usually dropped off on weekday afternoons and is available on a first-come, first-served basis at 3 different park locations. The free firewood will be offered until the first week of March. If you have questions or need more information, you can contact the Forestry Division at 314-613-7200. All right, so you're cozied up next to the fire, you got your Zoom meetups all set. What else is there to do? Well, I'm happy to say that even with all the changes we're facing this year, we can still keep some of our favorite traditions, even if they're a little bit reimagined, like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Even though the performances, massive balloons, festival floats won't be marching down the streets of New York this year, you can still enjoy all the festivities from the comfort of your living room. Remember that cozy fire we talked about? Yeah, you can use that too. Tune in Thanksgiving morning from 9 a.m. until noon to see how they make it all happen. But of course, we can't forget about our own annual parade, right? This year, the Ameren Thanksgiving Day Parade is also going virtual, and they're shining a light on St. Louis destinations in the true spirit of the season. Add that to the traditional parade entertainment, and you're sure to start the holidays off with a smile. The 2020 Airman Thanksgiving Day Parade will air from 10 until 11 Thanksgiving morning. You can learn more about the celebration, plus ways that you can help the entire region shine this holiday season at christmasinstlouis.com. Now, for a lot of us, Thanksgiving is the official start of holiday shopping. This year, my birthday actually falls on Black Friday. And for all the years growing up, I used to make my brother and sister go shopping with me. They didn't want to. On Black Friday, it was like their birthday gift for me. But you know, people get old, and like my sister's now in Maine, my brother has a whole family. So nobody does that with me anymore. Last night, my brother texted me and said he would go shopping with me. So I'm pumped. I just love it, right? Now, I also love it when people shop locally and support those small businesses. You can make a monumental impact on our businesses and organizations. That even includes our iconic Gateway Arch. You could treat yourself or someone else to a membership to the Gateway Arch Park Foundation, or find exclusive gift ideas at the Arch store. I actually really like the Arch store. They had some really cool stuff in there, like bracelets that had the arch on them, but they weren't like so obviously the arch, but you could just keep a little bit of St. Louis close to you. I like it. You can also help keep the Arch vibrant for generations to come if you shop there. You can also get a 55th anniversary crew neck or Arch beanie at Arch Apparel, and 15% of that sale will go back to the Gateway Arch Park Foundation. You can learn more about the foundation and its mission at archpark.org. So, if all of this hasn't been enough to get you into the holiday spirit, how about a Christmas Carol, a St. Louis virtual holiday reading? Metro Theater Company has brought together more than 25 outstanding St. Louisans together to be readers in their upcoming virtual holiday event. This all-star St. Louis lineup ranges from celebrities and artists, athletes, first responders, media personalities, and local leaders in literature. This includes award-winning actors, producer Sterling K. Brown, and his wife, Ryan Michelle Bathe, and Emmy-nominated actress Ellie Kemper, just to name a few. There's a lot more on there. This is really cool. Tickets to this special virtual event are free, but donations are, of course, appreciated. The 60-minute program will stream on Thursday, December 10th, and Sunday, December 13th. To register for free or to make a donation, visit metroplays.org/ChristmasCarol. Now, there is a lot of talented St. Louisans right here in St. Louis, and the Fox Performing Charitable Foundation is looking for talented teens to compete in the next St. Louis Teen Talent Competition. Just a couple months ago, I had Joanna Sorenko on the show. You know, she won in 2019 and then went on to compete in The Voice. Like, that's pretty cool, right? She talked about what a great experience it was auditioning and competing in the teen talent competition and how it really got her ready to compete on a huge stage like The Voice. She encouraged everyone to do it. So, if you're a talented teen, you could be a singer, a dancer, comedian, juggler, or any other kind of performing artist, and you're currently enrolled in high school, now is your time. And get this, when I was talking to Joanna, she actually didn't make the finals the first couple times she tried out, and then of course she won in 2019. So I think even if you didn't make it or didn't win, you also need to try out again this year if you fit within the requirements. It's super easy. Just register and submit a video of yourself performing, and you'll be entered into the first round. There are no fees to participate, and finalists get to compete on the fabulous Fox stage. I think that would be awesome. Now, you can win various prizes, scholarships. I think it's just pretty great. You should definitely do it. The deadline to enter is the 11th annual teen competition is December 31st. You can register online at foxpacf.org. I've been talking a lot about Thanksgiving, right? But one thing I haven't mentioned really very much is food. So what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? Mine is birthday cake and my dad's stuffing. Really, Thanksgiving is not complete without my dad's special stuffing. But Megan O took it to the streets to find out. Hey Megan, what's your favorite Thanksgiving side?
I kind of like the macaroni and cheese. You know, it has to be a little hard and crunchy on the side. But I'm here in the Del Mar Loop, and I'm about to mess with everybody walking by because I want to see what is your favorite Thanksgiving side. Today, we're taking it to the streets with Megan O.
I like sweet potatoes, mashed and hot. And that's good enough for me.
Mac and cheese is number one, you already know. Sweet potatoes.
Okay, so you know I'm a black family, so we don't care about the turkey. All we care about is who made the cold salad, cold salad. Made the potato salad and the macaroni and cheese. All we care about. And the baked beans, depending on, you know, my mom always does the baked beans. My auntie does the potato salad. So I would say dressing.
It's a tie for first place, and one is a squash casserole, and I make it myself. And I'm a little biased, but it's the best squash casserole in the whole country. And it's tied with the other side dish is a Maryland crab cake. So every Thanksgiving I have crab flown in from Maryland and make crab cakes, and they're out of this world. It's a Thanksgiving tradition I've done for 25 years.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I'm old school. I'm going to White Castle. I'm getting me some double cheeseburgers with cheese, with extra onions and onion rings instead of fries with a large mix. I'm not a traditional Thanksgiving guy. Well, and the reason is, once my parents passed away, Thanksgiving kind of changed. But I got all this love around. I got my girl Megan, you know what I'm saying, and all my friends. So yeah, I'm Thanksgiving or church's chicken.
I don't know about you, but all of that food makes me so hungry and so ready for a Thanksgiving. But first, you can tell I'm in my magical Zoom box. I am now going to be joined by Stacey Goltermann from the Scout Guide. The Scout Guide is very unique. It's something kind of different. Stacey, can you kind of fill us in, kind of the Cliff Notes version for those of us who don't know much about the Scout Guide?
The Scout Guide is a city guide that is a lifestyle publication that supports small local businesses. So you can live like a local, whether you're traveling to the city or you live there in the city.
Okay, so this kind of gives you the St. Louis flavor, if you will.
It does. It definitely does. And the Scout Guide is actually in 60 plus cities across the United States. So even if you're traveling, you can look for the Scout Guide in other cities, New Orleans, Lexington, Mobile Bay, Huntsville. But yes, I brought it here to St. Louis.
So what kind of businesses are in the Scout Guide in the St. Louis area?
It ranges. There's various categories of businesses in the Scout Guide. It could be retail, it could be boutique, it could be interior designers, builders, architects, doctors, lawyers. It varies. So it's kind of the best of the best in St. Louis, and they're all locally owned and always have a great story behind them.
I love that. Let's talk about some of those businesses that, like, in particular, that are in there. I know there's a wide range, but what do you think are some of the highlights that are in there for people in the St. Louis area?
You know, and I think the Scout Guide is really important because we're curating a list of local businesses, and right now our local businesses need all of the support in the pandemic all across the board. Some of the local businesses that, you know, would be Luso, which is a great boutique store in St. Louis, in Clayton, that, you know, is super fun, especially now in holiday time, to purchase ornaments or gift ideas. Also would be Sweet Boutique, which is also an amazing retail store in Clayton. Blown Away, Blow Dry Bar, Ivy Hill, which has some great apparel and jewelry. And then there's a list of Dine Like a Local restaurants that are in the Scout Guide also. And of course, St. Louis has so many great restaurants, it's hard to even decide which ones to put in the guide, but I think we have a good mix this year in the Dine Like a Local ad. We also have some amazing interior designers like Amy Studebaker, Ami Corley. It's just a real good flavor of St. Louis.
I kind of love that it kind of spans all the kind of genres too. So if you are a local and maybe you haven't heard of some of these places, you can check them out. But if you're visiting, of course, you can check them out as well.
We also do a lot of our artists and artisans and really small boutique or startups. RF Home Co. is in our guide. And I don't know if you've ever been to RF Home Co., but it's broken up into small businesses or small vendors within the RF Home Co. site, and they do everything from children's apparel to like woodworking, jewelry. I mean, it's an amazing place that you can just stumble upon all kinds of new things.
So where can somebody find the Scout Guide?
So there's lots of opportunities to find the Scout Guide. You could travel to any of the local businesses in the guide. We have 70 of them, and all of them have guides, you know, either at their office location or their retail location or their restaurant location, and you could pick up a guide there. You can go on the scoutguide.com, of course, and order any of the guides or browse them online digitally if you don't want to actually order an actual guide itself. And then lastly, we do a large direct mailing of 15,000 guides in St. Louis out to the community. So it could just pop up in your mailbox and look so beautiful that you get to keep it forever.
Now, are there different businesses in each of the different volumes?
We have some businesses that have been in all 3 volumes, and then we always have new businesses. We always have 10 to 12 new businesses in every guide to make the guide interesting. You know, and you want to have some that obviously have products and some that have services, and then of course focus on the restaurant, retail, could even be hotels. Just this year we have the On God Arts Hotel and City Foundry in our guide. So we just want to make sure it's a really good range of what's available in St. Louis. Everything, you know, all the way out to Chesterfield. We have a pet groomer this year called Yuppie Puppy that is opening up in a second location in Cottleville, which is just, you know, such a cute new small business. And then we go all the way to the city, like I said, with the new City Foundry, which isn't open yet, but is amazing. We had our launch party there a couple weeks ago. Also the On God Arts Hotel, which is, you know, close to the Fox and just a beautiful hotel for visitors that come to St. Louis.
It just sounds like there's so much in a Scout Guide that somebody probably needs to kind of look through it before they kind of make their decision. So again, let us know again one more time where people can find the Scout Guide and order one if they'd like.
So you can either go on the scoutguide.com, which would also connect you to the St. Louis City page, and there's options there to be able to order the guide, or you can go to any one of our 70 members and contact them through either social media or stop into their space, and I'm sure they can get you a guide. I personally would be happy to drop guides in the mail at any time. I've done that, and it, you know, and also it may show up in your mailbox in the mailing that we've done. And if you have any interest in being a small business in the Scout Guide, you can always reach out to me at sgoltermann@thescoutguide.com to be a part of the next volume, which will launch in October of 2021.
Beautiful. Well, I love it. Thank you so much, Stacey, for joining me today.
Thank you so much for your time. This has been super fun, and I hope everyone gets a feel for the Scout Guide and goes out and gets a copy of Volume 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And after you guys go and check out the Scout Guide on all the social media channels or order one, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can always drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the Daily Mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis.